Hey Falguni,
Hi, Jez.
one of the most important things, I guess, about the whole of what's happening at the moment is the rules have all changed.
Yeah.
And planning in particular is something which has changed completely because we're now looking at a far more flexible playing field. Do you have examples of this? And what advice would you give to people for changing the way they plan things?
Basically, any plans that people had made at the end of 2019 for 2020 for their business have changed. Everything has changed. We're in a life and business reset, if you like. And so, it's now important to plan for this period, which we think is going to last 3 or 4 months. So I am suggesting to my clients that they plan for 90 days at a time in 30-day chunks. Things are changing very quickly. And so looking at your business 30 days at a time is really being focused, on what's going on. And so if you make a plan for 30 days, probably you'll have to change it. Something will happen and you'll have to change it again. So really thinking about, what can I do to survive this period? So because it's about survival first, thrive second, so getting through this period and surviving it, and then of course, building on it. So make a plan which is going to take you through this period. So things like, what are the things that you really need to pivot on? For example, communication, okay? Really communicating with your team, your customers, your network, all your stakeholders. The other thing to pivot on is cash flow management. Liquidity is key at the moment. So really making sure that you're on top of your numbers. So what do you need to pivot on? The other thing is what needs to shift, because things are not the same. So for example, your marketing needs to shift, your messaging needs to shift in your marketing. It's got to be more compassionate. Sales, yes, sales continue, but again, your tone needs to change. And how are you going to do that? So what areas of your business need to shift? And then, what do you need to adjust in your business? The biggest adjustment has been remote working, so that is people are still settling down to it. In terms of your employees, what needs adjusting? Are their roles and responsibilities changing? What else in your business do you need to adjust to? And so there are lots of things going on, and so if you plan them and they are on your radar, you can then implement whatever needs to be implemented, because otherwise things become quite chaotic.
It's a lot to think about, isn't it?
Absolutely, there is, yes.
But I guess with you on the case, Falguni, then people can have a little bit more clarity and focus. Isn't that right?
It's all about clarity and focus.
Thank you so much, Falguni.
Thank you, Jez.